What's up, Mets fans? Welcome back to Talking Mets with Rob. How is everybody doing? Before I get started talking about is Kim Ng the number one GM target for David Stearns and the New York Mets? Don't forget, guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit on that like button if you enjoy my content. Want to see more, want to get notified when I post my videos and when I go live, you guys know what to do. Hit on that subscribe button, everybody. All right, Mets fans. So the New York Mets and David Stearns have a lot of work to do this offseason. Once the playoffs and the World Series is over, David Stern has a lot of work to do. Got to get a GM, got to get a manager, got to get free agents, got to get trades going on. Needs a rotation, needs bullpen, and probably needs a bat or two, specifically a DH. But first, David Stern needs to get a GM under him, and then the trickle-down effect will happen. But is Kim Ng the number one target for David Stearns to be the GM? Now, a lot of people believe that the reason why Kim Ng did not stay with the Marlins is because of the fact that they wanted to hire somebody above her and not make her the higher person in their organization, basically like a president of baseball operations, and they wanted to put somebody above her. So a lot of people believe that she's not going to make a lateral movement and go from GM of the Marlins to GM of the Mets. But if you really think about it, it is a step up, considering the fact she'll probably get paid more what she was making for the Marlins. She'll have her and Stearns working together when it comes to free agents, trades, etc. And also, she'll have more resources to work with, unlike she had with the Marlins. And even with the lack of resources for the Marlins, she made excellent trades at the deadline. Even if some of them didn't pan out, specifically David Robertson, at the moment, it was a good trade. She also got Bell. She also got Berger. Those were very instrumental in the Marlins making the playoffs this year. Even though they made a quick exit, that's more on the players than on her. So is Kim Ng the perfect target for David Stearns? And I do believe she probably will get an interview. And I think it's not necessarily a lateral movement because it is the same title that she would have with the Mets that she had with the Marlins. She would have more of a role. She would have more money that she would have to make the team what she believes along with David Stearns, to put a roster together for the New York Mets. So what do we know about Kim Ng and her history and her career resume? We're going to go through it just now. So she started as an intern in 1990 with the White Sox, right? Not too long after that, the White Sox hired her full-time from 91 to 94. After that, she was from 95 to 96, she was the club assistant director of the baseball operations, and then was also hired in 96 as an AL director of waivers and records for Major League Baseball in the American League. So she was already dealing with transactions and approving transactions and looking over the records of those transactions to make sure everything was legit, so those can go through for the American League side. Remember, they were still in American League and National League at the time. Then, not too long after that, she became the assistant GM of the Yankees under Brian Cashman. This is what I really like about her a lot. Not only does she have a ton of experience within Major League Baseball organizations, but one of the best GMs in all of baseball, in Brian Cashman, she worked under for many, many years. And that knowledge that you learned that you were with Brian Cashman clearly helped her get interviews as GM and also eventually getting the GM of the Marlins. And you could see the work that she puts in. She knows what she's doing. She's very smart. She has high baseball IQ, and a lot of that because of working under Brian Cashman for all those years. So after that, after she left the Yankees, she became the VP with the Dodgers. She was there for basically 10 years. She was there a long time. And then, more interviews, more unsuccessful interviews, but finally, again, got the job with the Marlins a couple of years back in 2000, and then, of course, mutually parted ways after the season this year. So Kim Ng is the perfect target for David Stearns. Now, again, it is up to Kim Ng to believe that she might want a higher position. You know, president of baseball ops. Boston seems like they're gonna be going after her a lot. But I think it would be very smart for David Stern to interview her. Wouldn't be the worst thing, you know, see where she's at, see where her mind is. Would she be willing to make that lateral movement for the same title as GM? Obviously, she'll get paid more coming to the Mets, and she'll have more resources to work with to get free agents and make certain trades that really doesn't hamstring her because of money. And I think that is a step up considering she would have the same title she had with the Marlins. So what do you guys think? Do you think that Kim Ng is the #1 GM target for the Mets and David Stearns? And do you think that she'd be willing to take the same title for another team, but will have more resources and of course we get paid more, unlike she did with the Marlins? What do you guys think? Do you think this is the best choice? And do you think she would take the job if offered it from David Stearns and the New York Mets? Let me know in the comments, guys, what you think. Once again, guys, thank you for watching. And as always, Met fans, let's go Mets.